Hey everybody, welcome. In today's video we have men being done and totally over modern women. Thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe.
Men are giving up on dating and relationships. Every year, more and more men are refusing to approach and court women, and the marriage rate keeps dropping. It turns out that the liberals and the mainstream media are finally taking notice. Let's take a look at the panel of liberals finally realizing how bad men have it in the dating market.
Pointing to Anna, pointing this out to me, that there is strong emergence.
Isn't she a lesbian? She should know. This woman should know how bad men have it, okay?
Evidence Gen Z is indeed less sexually active, dating less compared to previous generations.
Yeah, so when they say Gen Z is less sexually active, the men are less sexually active. I know the data will tell you one thing, right? There'll be these studies that say, oh no, like the men, it's the men and the women. Yeah, what incentive do these studies have to be honest about the women throwing it back? The women, now they have phones and stuff. They just want to get with the most clouded guy, and a lot of guys are getting iced out.
Tell me what man goes months and years without sex until they find the right person?
Every man.
Stop the lies!
95% plus of men on this planet. Have that exact experience. I'm just telling you the truth. Most men on the planet Earth don't have access to porn.
What about brothels?
They have no money.
Yeah, but they don't have the money. Cost of living, you know. Cost of living. We're not in like some third world country where you can do it for like £10 or £5, bro. Like
even then, they can't afford it.
Fucking done with the BS. They're done being with women that use them and abuse them. They're done dating women that won't see their worth, women that are clearly only with them for their money or because they have something else to gain, like a child. They are fucking done with the false allegations, and they won't put themselves in that situation anymore. And honestly, I love it. I love seeing it. Men are now saying that they are better off being single and being alone and living in the silence alone than dating a woman that doesn't even see their fucking worth and can't even fucking respect them. You are not going to be able to keep manipulating these men and treating these men like shit, because men are not sticking around for anymore. So if you wonder where all the good men are, they're the ones that said, fuck this shit, I'm not fucking doing it anymore, I'm good enough on my own and I'll be on.
Please, 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 please.
You want to know why men over 40 don't date? I'll tell you why. It's because society raised women to commit to careers, shopping, and hot girl summers, not husbands. And now the men who were once ignored, rejected, and overlooked are watching rebellion backfire and choosing peace over problems. Let's get one thing straight. This ain't about men being better. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men protecting their peace, and men finally realizing what marriage really costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for order, purpose, or submission. And if you're one of those women ready to say, well, maybe he just can't handle a strong woman, sit tight. Because the truth is, he didn't lose interest in you. He gained clarity. The first reason, here's the part women can't stand. Men are realizing their peace is more valuable than your presence. I'm gonna say that again. Men are realizing their peace is more valuable than your presence. So why invite chaos into a house that's already quiet, clean, and under control? A man with structure doesn't chase drama just because he's lonely. He protects his peace like it's gold. Reason number 2, divorce destroys a man's life. Older men have seen it too many times. Good men destroyed in court. He loses his house, he loses his pensions, he loses his legacy, and he loses identity. And she walks away with half his world after bringing nothing but attitude to the table. So tell me, why would any man volunteer for a legal system built to reward rebellion and punish masculinity? Reason number 3. Let's talk about it. A lot of men lose their desire for sex not because they don't want it, but because relationships with women make it almost impossible to keep it. See, when he's dating, she promises intimacy. She vows to give him that connection. But over time, she starts taking him for granted. She stops giving him that spark, stop making him feel wanted. Eventually, it turns into, go ahead, get it over with, like a chore, like a dead horse. But here's the truth. Men don't want duty sex. They want a woman who's involved, who makes them feel special, who brings passion, not just presence. Because once she's got the ring, the house, the security, and the lifestyle, too many women clock out of intimacy. And when that happens, a man's desire doesn't disappear. It just redirects. That's why the same man who feels dead in his marriage suddenly comes alive with new energy when he's tempted down the street. And fellas know what I'm saying. Dysfunction in the bedroom leads to dysfunction in the relationship. That's why so many older men say, better to be single than to fight for a passion in a place that should have been automatic. Reason 4, a man's value finally caught up with his age. All the doors are now opening for all the hard work he put in. See, women peak in value by 25, but men peak in value closer to 45. And now older men aren't just seen for what they can buy. They're respected for what they bring and for staying locked in on the journey they took. These men aren't desperate anymore. They're discerning, they don't chase validation, they choose legacy, and they value their image and whoever they deal with. And unfortunately, a lot of women these days can't stand next to these men without staining their reputation or ruining his image. Reason 5, men want purpose, not pretty problems. You see, older men are finally living in peace. Life is going well for them. They're focused, they're stable, and they know the value they bring. Meanwhile, women aren't moving like wives. They weren't raised to be wives. And they're not doing anything to course correct the dysfunction they picked up out of high school and college. No femininity, no accountability, just chaos on autopilot. That's why older men demand higher standards. Not because they're picky, but because they're high risk. If it goes wrong, the damage carries over decades. So the woman who wants his last name has to be hitting on all cylinders. Impressionable, submissive, cooperative, reliable, supportive, and feminine. The list should be extensive because the stakes are expensive. Only a Proverbs 31 woman, one who loves them in every inch and every way, even qualifies to be considered. That's why men don't settle for pretty problems anymore. They only choose purposeful wives. And that brings us to reason number 6. High standards or no standards at all. Older men don't need company. They need cooperation. If she can't match his vision, his values, and his order, he'll keep his house clean, his spirit quiet, and his wallet closed. Because at this stage, settling isn't survival, it's suicide. He'd rather be alone than pay the price of partnering with a woman who can't qualify. And here's the part most women don't get. The tasks you think make you valuable, he's already got them covered. If he wants sex, he can get it. If he needs food, he can have it cooked. If he needs laundry, cleaning, or help around the house, it's already handled. So the question becomes, why are you even necessary in his life? You're not bringing anything he can't already do or already get without the headaches. So if you want his last name, you better prove you're worth more than convenience. But most women don't even know how to measure their own value. They inflate themselves. They overrate themselves. They're coming down from their peak years and bringing nothing but leftovers, sometimes even another man's kids. And older men, they're not signing up for that. They don't have the time. They don't have the patience. And they sure don't have the tolerance for women who want to be leaders instead of a helpmeet. Reason 7. He's experienced more peace without a woman. And fellas know this one's true. Most men have found more peace single than they ever had in a relationship. No drama, no arguing, no ego wars, just quiet, just order, just freedom. And here's the danger for modern women. Once a man gets a taste of that kind of peace, he doesn't chase noise anymore. He doesn't chase headaches. He doesn't chase chaos.
You know what? Today, a female friend of mine asked me a very interesting question I decided to share with y'all out there. And what she asked me was, why dudes don't go on dates no more? But in a nutshell, this is what I told her. Because for one, a lot of females these days don't appreciate the dates these dudes take them on. And on top of that too, the female requirement for dates is ridiculous. Because to them, it's not considered a date unless we spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their ass. It's crazy as hell because why should I spend all that money on you? I don't even know you. Now, I can see if we're in a relationship or we married, but not if I just met your ass. And not only that, let's not forget about the foodie call issue. Because let's keep it 100. A lot of females only go on dates for the free food, but got the nerve to take home a damn doggy bag. Doing all that just to later on say, I'm not really feeling you like that. And on top of that too, a lot of y'all ladies out there like to make the date feel like a damn interrogation. Asking us all these damn crazy ass questions and shit. Because stuff like that literally takes all the fun out the date. And the final and most important reason why a lot of dudes don't go on dates no more, because it's a dude that y'all messing with on the side that's smashing y'all and don't even have to take y'all on a date at all. While the requirements of an average dude is to take y'all out, spend all this damn money to wine and dine y'all, in hopes of getting a damn thank you for the damn date. Why put in all this work when it's not beneficial to us? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Hey, you ain't gotta listen to me, but one thing you can't say I didn't try to tell you.
It is hard as a single woman. It is awful. It's honestly worse than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. What?
It was easier being single at 19 than it is as a 25-year-old.
That's fucking crazy.
Wait, why though?
I feel like guys used to have so much confidence and they'd approach you. Like, I don't know, when you're younger, it's just so much easier. I feel
haven't
like
been rejected as much.
Yeah. And now I'll go out and I'm like, woo, you know, I'm going to get some attention tonight, and no one speaks to me.
That's because just sitting there looking pretty isn't good enough anymore. Okay, we have very much prioritized certain feminine values, and so a lot of men have taken that on. In the sense of this, he's not just going to randomly approach you if he doesn't get cues. He's looking for those cues because that is consent for him to come and introduce himself. So here's 3 things you can do as a woman to get a guy to approach you in a bar. Number 1, make that eye contact and smile at him. Don't just look at him. Make eye contact, count to 3, smile at him. That tells him that you see him and he sees you. Number 2, actually give him a wave, right? Actually engage and encourage him to actually come and speak to you. Number 3, separate yourself from your girlfriend, all right? A guy approaching a group of girls, you guys are just a pack of wolves to him. Give him a chance by separating yourself from the group. If you do that, and he's confident, he will come and introduce himself.
And 90% of women have nothing to offer. Remove money and 90% of women will disappear. Honestly, he nailed it. Women today are useless. Ran through, materialistic, and draining your wallet. You'd be better off flying to Thailand and becoming a passport bro, because Western women, not worth it. Got your attention? Exactly. I am so tired of seeing posts like this that are strategically phrased to incite anger amongst all of you. I've watched my male following go from excited and eager about dating to completely turned off by it, thanks to the toxic, addictive mindset that all women suck. Look, I get it. Some women suck. And I hear your frustrations about the norms we are trying to reverse. But I also know that there are amazing women who want masculine men and share your values. Posts like this are meant to fuel your rage and keep you hooked on an endless dopamine hit of validating your self-pity. I know the game, and if I wanted to, I could grow my following in a heartbeat by playing into it, but I'm not going to. I've watched my following shrink over the past year because I refuse to feed you hopelessness. This response couldn't have said it any better.
What are reasons eligible men don't actively pursue relationships or dating anymore? 1. Social media. Women are starting to turn their body count numbers into a pro sports competition. Why would you want to lock in and marry someone with 100 plus bodies? You're clearly just one in a line and can be replaced at any given moment. 2. Women haven't quite caught up to the fact that they are no longer prizes to be won by the best man, that they are in fact just another human, just as lonely and just as wanting for companionship as men, but as yet, most women are unwilling to put the work in or take the first step. 3. The dating pool is just yuck. Physical attractiveness be damned. So many women seem to have never worked on bettering themselves in any way, because any desperate loser will hand them love and validation, even for doing and being nothing. That doesn't get you far if you're moving up to men with standards that have worked hard on themselves and know their worth. 4. Because lots of women these days are a pain in the ass, not worth sifting through the trash to find the good ones. I got mine through friends referral. Much better than dating cause people you trust have already vetted them. 5. I just stopped seeing the value a woman can add to my life. It's too risky to add someone that will one day decide she's bored and wants to cheat or get a divorce and take half my shit that Jay worked hard to get. 6. The expectations a lot of women put on relationships and dating are insane and over the top. And even if you do give into this, then they have the ability to just walk out of your life. If you're in a marriage too, they can just walk with half of everything you've ever worked for. 7. We have a term for this now.
Let me clarify
Hoflation.
for those that don't understand. If he says he wants to see you and says he'll let you know, not interested. If he likes your story and likes all your posts and sees your stuff, but doesn't ask you to hang out, not interested. Not interested at all. If he's in a long-distance situationship with you and doesn't come to see you, not interested. If he takes you out and doesn't call you back within a week, not interested. If he FaceTimes you every night and calls you every night but doesn't see you, not interested. If he's always just a little too busy and doesn't have the time, not interested. He takes you out on a nice dinner and it takes him a week and said, hey, sorry, he's been busy, he just got back to, he ain't interested. Not interested, all right, girl? I'm gonna tell you right now, unless the only way he shows interest is, number 1, if he asks you out. I don't care what remote thing he's doing. I don't care what kind of long distance situationship you're in. I don't give a goddamn shit about any of that. And number 2, he commits to you. Those are the only 2 things. Like I've said in my last video, there's only 2 ways you're gonna know if he's interested. Is he asking you out, and is he committing to you? Doesn't matter. I don't care how many times he FaceTimes you. I don't care how many times he likes your story. I don't care about how much he says he likes your mom and he wants you to meet his family. I don't give a shit about any of it. Unless he asks you out.
Where have all the good men gone? Do you want to know where they went? They have retreated to their homes. Do you want to know why? Because the good men are the ones that have put in so much effort and had women trash them for putting in the effort. They've had women take advantage of them because they want to be a gentleman, they want to open the doors, they want to pay for your dinner, and you just expect that that is supposed to happen. The idea that you should have multiple men pandering after you just to see which one is the best is atrocious. And this is coming from someone who very clearly wants traditional values in a man and in a relationship. But I am not going to be ignorant to the idea that I'm going to have to contribute something to that relationship too. I am going to have to put in the effort as well. I'm going to have to be able to communicate and have conversation and be really comfortable with who I am, but at the same time understand that if I want a man to be comfortable with himself, I am going to have to allow him the ability to feel comfortable when he is in my presence. None of this, oh, well, you have to do this and you need to do that, and if you don't handle this, then I'm out. Do I have expectations? Of course I have expectations. My expectations are rooted in having morals and values and being a gentleman and understanding what that means. That means that I am not taking advantage of them just so that I can get a date.
I just saw a video of like a girl posting, being like, why are 80% of single men not wanting to date anymore, like not even trying? And it's like, bro, like, do you see the landscape we're in today? Relationships nowadays aren't even like actual relationships. They're just turns, bro. They're just your turn. Like one of the comments on that video was like, too much effort for too much risk. And then the creator, the girl, responded, said, don't put in as much effort. So what? We have to show less love to get more? That doesn't make any sense, bro. That just proves everyone's point on why we don't want to date no more. And it's not even about like, oh, I'll just show less effort. Like eventually, bro, you're gonna want to show more. And if I have to show less effort the whole time, then what's the point of the relationship?